Alright, here's our smaller of the two plugs where I'm using the crane to drop it down in there. How many of you guys ever use that crane to install a broach plug? Alright. Is our 1.5 inches. Good fit there.
Now you can go. Wait 20 minutes. Wait 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. No, they got you. They heard you this time. I'm not going to edit that one out. Paul back here picking on me. All right. Turn the pump on. Let's get some oil in here. I'll put a little bit of just to lubricate it going through the slot. Let the fun begin. Yeah, I got it on. Good fit on that. It came down and touched the first two. Once we get a full cut, we'll see how much tonnage it takes to push it through there. Right now, it's only about 10 tons right now. So far it's showing 20 tons to push the 1.5 inches. It's really slowed it down. Then we go to the 1/8 shim. This is my final pass on this. It's a total of 12 passes with a progressive shim kit. These are the shims that I made. You have a 1/16, a 1/8, a quarter, and a 3/8. And I've got directions on which ones to stack together to make each pass. Basically, you're taking a 1/16 each time. So we've got shim 1, 2, and 4 stacked in there. And after we make that pass, it's going to bring us out to our 3/4 of an inch depth right here that we need. Let's see. It's been a consistent 20 tons, and this is a pretty small pump, and motor, so you're not going to get a lot of speed out of this. And once it goes into full pressure here, 20 tons, it's going to slow down, which is what it's doing now. And I calculated it's moving 5.5 inches a minute, which is pretty slow. So I'm hoping to develop a faster ram and pump combination, if I ever build one, that'll push these broaches a lot faster than this. Looks like we hit our 3/4 depth just like we're supposed to. So this was done other than some deburr and some filing. Alright, going in with our 2-inch. Yeah, let's see. Get a little oil in there. Go. Alright, this is my very first pass ever with a 2-inch broach. First pass is usually the easy one though, and the second pass will clean that radius up in the bottom here. So I'm interested to see what the tonnage will be. 1.5 was 20 ton. I'm going to say this one's going to be 25, maybe 30. I'm on my third pass here. I'm using the 1/8 thick shim. So that'd be the number 3 pass. And it's just now starting to do a full cleanup there on that front edge where the radius is. I think it's finally got it there. So I'm looking over here on the gauge. Looking like it's going to be around 24 to 25 tons. I think the next passes will really tell me though. I'll give you a peek of it on the next pass. All right, once you get a full cut established all the way through, which that's 8.5 inches thick, and we're getting around 25, real close. Yeah, I'd say 25 tons. I finally made it to the last pass for the 2-inch broach, which is the 16th pass. All right, I have my 3 shims that I need, which is a 16th, a 3/8, and a 1/2 inch, which equals 15/16 plus the 16th for the cutter will make it 1 inch. I've been waiting for this one all day. All right. Let's see. 1 inch. Time to go to the boring mill with them and put some set screws in them. Quick peek at a couple gears while we're back here. Thought you guys might like that. Here's the scale for comparison there. That's one that goes with it. Well, it's the next morning and I'm over here on the board mill and we're getting ready to finish off the 2 gear couplings here. So all we got left is to put 2 set screws in it, and I've already got these things lined out, scribed. I got it in line with the spindle. I've got sort of a homemade V-block set up here with my big parallels, and I laid everything out just using everyday machinist squares and rules, that kind of stuff. Got everything square and everything where we need to go. So we're going to put 1'8" set screws in here. Let's see, got them over here. Got some 1'8" set screws. I'm going to do some power tapping. This is an adapter that I had made quite some time ago, and I've got a few of these. These used to be big shell reamers, and what I had done, me and my dad actually did these. We we didn't ever use them, so we cut them off because they fit the spindle here with the number 5 Morse. This used to be a 2 3/4, and then just bore them for the tap. See, and the 2 set screws drive it, and that's what we use the power tap right there. Makes it a little easier. So that's what we're going to do. Pretty straightforward, but always enjoyable to get to use this machine to do this kind of work. It just makes it so much easier. Our tap size is 7/8, so I'm going to take the chuck out and use a taper shank drill. Take it out of spindle and use, no, we're going to use spindle. You engage that to feed it. What I'm doing is breaking the chip. I'm gonna go ahead and install the tap driver now. Ideally, whenever you're through tapping like this, you do want to use a spiral fluted gun tap. In this case, I don't have a 1'8" spiral fluted gun tap. I think I got one in my shop, but I don't have one here. But this will work. It's just a 4 fluid hand tap, but it'll still work. This one squared up. I got the gearbox down in low gear, running around 30 RPM. I believe it's 34. Yeah. All right. Just trying to get a little oil coated on there. Now I'm going to use the spindle. I've had a lot of guys ask me how this works. The spindle is floating just like it would on a Bridgeport milling machine, the quill. You know, you run it up and down when you're drilling. It's the same way. Once this tap catches this hole and it starts pulling itself in there. So I don't have the spindle engaged, it's just floating. It's pulling it in there. Alright. I'm just putting a little pressure on it to get it to start. Alright, now it's pulling itself in there. I'm just going to kind of work it and break the chip every now and then, just because it is a hand tap. I'll show you the It's just floating. All right, coming through the inside now. Okay. Everything worked out fine there. Looks good. Alright, let's go ahead and spin her around. I got my line here and here and my pointer. So all I want to do is just line it up with that line and make sure it's square against the V's back here. Just past it. Alright, that's right on it. Looking good. Alright, so we'll go ahead and nope, I didn't have that. It got tight on me. Okay, so let's try that again. I didn't realize this snugged itself up. Okay, now we're there. Go ahead and put a little A-bomb torque back on it. Alright, and then we'll repeat. Drill and tap. Okay. Alright, we made her all the way through. Use a couple studs with a coupling nut.
Adam's our YouTube star.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he did a how-to video
Oh really?
with Money in Motion. It had like 6,000 hits in 3 days.
Oh.
And they've never had anything like that. So that guy is making videos.
So about 10,000 videos.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Have to.
One of our, we got a visitor coming through the shop, and my boss is giving him the little tour. Okay, we got it lined back up. That line there. Okay, last tapped hole. Here we go. Bring it in a little bit. Coming through now. There we go. Cool thing thing about putting that 1-inch set screw hole in there is now I can screw in an eye bolt to lift this thing up. Makes it a little easier to get it off the table. So I need to take it over there. I'm going to do some filing. File the shop burr off there, deburr the inside, and this will be done. Okay, we got them done. They're on the pallet ready to strap down, and they're going to be delivered today. So this is our 6 3/16 by 1.5 keyway, and that one is our 7 3/4 with a 2-inch key. And then I'll show you what those fit in here. We'll walk over there and take a look at the other, because it's a 2-piece hub. Alright, these are the other 2 pieces here. This is what they fit in. This is the outer, the flange portion, and the other gear is inside here. And this acts like a seal, where it gets filled up with grease. I'll try to get you down in there so you can see. You see the gear in there? But that's the pair. Those are identical there.